Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to week number 3 of the UBL. My name is CBAD, and I'm coach of the Detroit Steelwings, and we are taking on Vepsis and the Helsinki Hydreigons. This is going to be an insane matchup. Vepsis is an insane player, and quite frankly, his team is equally as insane as all of those things. So if you guys are excited for today's matchup, I'd kindly ask that you guys leave a like. If you guys are new and you guys like Draft League content, make sure you guys subscribe for more. There's plenty of that going around right now, whether it be the WBE, whether it be the Rejects Battle Royale. We've got season 3 for that, preparing for the DLC drop with just a few weeks away. Oh my gosh, there's plenty of Draft League content if that is your thing. Of course, we're gonna go full face cam really quickly so you guys can check out the merch. It's hoodie season. I broke out the hoodie today. Getting a little chilly in my office, so with that being said, definitely make sure you guys have a Detroit Steelwings hoodie to keep you warm. Get it for your grandma for Christmas. It's great. It helps keep the lights on around here. Thank you to everybody who's picked one up and support so far. Like I said, tough matchup this week. If you guys are new to the channel, I do you'll see some text floating on screen in post-production, so you guys can hop right on ahead to the Wi-Fi battle if that's your thing. I always recommend you guys watch the team builder first, so you guys understand what I'm bringing, why I'm bringing it, and what I'm concerned with, what I'm not concerned with, so there's no surprises come for the battle. But if that's not your thing, go on ahead and hop right on ahead over there. And that is there. And if you guys like the team builder, we got a fun one this week, so really looking forward to everything. Hope you guys are too. Like I said, it's a pretty tough matchup this week, so I'm done rambling. It's a little early in the morning, so we'll make things short and sweet here. You guys are going to start to see some teams appear on screen right about now. My opponent has a team that consists of Zeraora, Slowbro, Diggersby, Noivern, Roserade, Copperaja, Scrafty, Runerigus, Centiscorch, Rotom Frost, and Togetic. Some things to note about my opponent's team. He's got Zeraora, which is super fast, and we luckily have something that can outspeed that, so that's always fun. But he's got 2 really fast Pokemon, and then a bunch of Pokemon that just hit really hard, so it's gonna be interesting. He's got 2 really reliable Stealth Rockers in the form of Copperaja and Runerigus, 2 Spikers in Diggersby and Roserade, 2 Toxic Spikers in Roserade and Runerigus, and then 2 Defoggers in Noivern and Togetic. The cleric support he has on his team, he can Wish Pass with Togetic, and he can also go for Aromatherapy with Roserade. So we've got a fun matchup ahead of us this week. If I had to anticipate 6 Pokemon that my opponent would want to bring, I definitely think Zeraora is going to show up. Zeraora is one of those Pokemon you can bring every week, undoubtedly. Slowbro is great. Regenerator is always a fun thing to have, and it helps out against the Excadrill. Runerigus, I think, would show up. I think it's a very bulky Pokemon that can kind of handle a lot of my team. I don't have... it helps out with, like, if I bring Toxtricity, it can just be a very reliable rocker. It acts as a spin blocker, so I definitely think Runerigus could show up. I think Noivern could show up as a really solid ground immunity, and also potentially outspeeding Excadrill in Sand because of that insane base 123 speed, Choice Scarf, something along those lines, and it's able to outspeed. Diggersby hits really hard. I could see Diggersby showing up, and then I do think Roserade could show up as well. I think just the dual stab Grass Poison does a considerable amount of damage to a lot of my key players. So those are going to be the 6 that I think show up this week. The first Pokemon, so going into this week, we obviously needed something to kind of handle his offensive core. Zeraora, Diggersby, Noivern, Roserade, Copperaja, Scrafty. I mean, he's got a lot of Pokemon that can just hit really hard. And then you've got sleepers. You've got Centiscorch. I didn't know Centiscorch had 115 base attack. That's insane. We needed a team that could kind of handle those offensive threats. And then he's got specially attacking Pokemon like Roserade hits so hard. Rotom Frost Rotom Frost can hit those blizzards. That could also be potentially hazardous, but 105 base special attack on Rotom Frost as well. And then we needed some Pokemon that can kind of break through the bulk. Slowbro, Copperaja, Runerigus, Togetic. We needed some Pokemon to kind of handle that. So the first Pokemon that we are bringing this week is going to be Shaw the Druddigon. Now, Shaw, unfortunately, did not see too much playtime last week. Last week was, if you guys missed last week's battle, whoa, just back-to-back. For week 1 was a really close 1-0 in our favor. Week 2 was a really close 1-0 in my opponent's favor. We're hoping to break the cycle this week. So, either way, in either direction. Hopefully mine, but we'll see. The Shaw the Druddigon, so he's rocking a defensive set this week. We've got the Rough Skin Rocky Helmet combo just so we can get as much chip damage off on some of his physical threats like Zeraora, like Diggersby, any U-turning mons that can take advantage of that, Copperaja, Scrafty, things like that. We've got a pretty standard Druddigon set as far as the 4 moves go. We've got Stealth Rock, Glare, Dragon Claw, and Taunt. We have 252 EVs in HP, 60 in attack, 196 in defense with an Impish Nature. This should hopefully allow us to get, like I said, some chip damage off on some of his key players. Going for Glare is also really nice just for some speed control. We can taunt any sort of rockers that he may have. We're pretty slow as is, but if we can get a taunt off on any of those things that might be able to go for rocks, go for any sort of setup, that can be good. And then Dragon Claw is just really good damage to have overall. It helps out against everything aside from the Camparaja and the Togetic. So just a little bit of extra damage there will be able to go a long way. The EV spread that we have this week, so the max HP, the defense, and the impish nature allow us to be 3-hit KO'd by Zeraora's Play Rough. So it's a pretty solid Zeraora pivot, in my opinion. If he's physical, he's obviously going to take a lot of damage unless he's barring protective pads. And then if he's special, you know, we take those moves pretty well. So he can hit us super effectively with the Play Rough and then get some massive damage back in return from the Rough Skin Rocky Helmet duo. Stealth Rocks just go really far this week against the Noivern, against the Centiskorch, the Rotom Frost, and the Togetic. So almost a little over a third of the team being, or a little under a third of the team, over a third, 4 out of 11. A little over a third of his team is weak to rocks. So I thought Stealth Rocks were really great this week. Next Pokemon we are bringing on the team, we have Gloxinia, the Grimmsnarl. He's rocking his Assault Vest again this week with the Frisk ability. Darkest Lariat, Spirit Break, Low Kick, and Ice Punch. We have 252 EVs in HP. 140 in attack, 116 in special defense with an adamant nature. There weren't too many prankster moves I wanted to go for this week with Grimmsnarl, if I'm being honest. I think its overall bulk just allows us to take some special hits a little bit better. Frisk is going to be really nice just to kind of identify some Pokemon that, you know, being able to identify some items on his Pokemon that can help out. The spread that we're running this week with the Assault Vest, we're 3-hit KO'd by Specs Noivern. So we needed a Noivern switch because like Gigalith can do some stuff. Druddigon doesn't want to take it, and Tangela doesn't want to take it. So Grimmsnarl is here to kind of help out with the Noivern. The Darkest Lariat is good because it does hit the Slowbro. It does also hit the Runerigus for super effective damage. Spirit Break is really nice, just in general, but it also hits the Noivern, and it does hit the Scrafty as well. Low Kick is good for Pokemon like Camparaja and Scrafty, and then Ice Punch helps out with the Roserade as well as the Togetic. So nothing too crazy to say there. The spread is more so to allow us to have a lot of defensive investment, or especially defensive investment rather, and then the 140 in attack with an adamant nature just allows us to take advantage of our 120 base attack. Next Pokemon we are bringing on the team is Jammy, the Tangela. He is rocking his Eviolite with a Regenerator ability. We have Giga Drain, Knockoff, Leech Seed, and Sludge Bomb. 244 EVs in HP, 252 in defense, 12 in special attack with a bold nature. This is a backup Pokemon to help out defensively against Pokemon like Zeraora, against Scrafty, against the Camparaja, against the Diggersby, just to kind of help take those physical hits a little bit better. Giga Drain is nice for the recovery. Knockoff helps removing any pesky items that he might have. Leech Seed is always nice to toss around. And then Sludge Bomb is pretty nice as well. Sludge Bomb helps out with the Togetic. Sludge Bomb also is just a good way to hit like a Noivern on a switch if that's what he decides to bring. So nothing too crazy to say about Tangela, in my opinion. Very bulky Eviolite user that can help take those hits, and Regenerator is always nice. Next Pokemon we're bringing on the team. I really like this set this week. It's interesting, and I think it may catch my opponent off guard. We're bringing Ed the Excadrill. He's actually rocking safety goggles with the Sand Rush ability. Earthquake, Iron Head, Toxic, and Rapid Spin. We have 76 EVs in HP, 252 in attack, 180 in speed with a Jolly Nature. This is essentially our Roserade check because we have a pretty bulky. We've got 110 HP, so we can take some hits off of there. We want to make sure that we can switch in on Roserade kind of comfortably if it does decide to go for anything like a Sleep Powder, Stun Spore, anything like that. Our safety goggles are going to help us out with there. I didn't see Life Orb being too necessary this week. We outspeed outside of Sand. We outspeed Diggersby. So we will also outspeed, of course, the Slowbro, the Camparaja, Scrafty, Runerigus, Centiskorch. We do not outspeed Rotom Frost if it does show up, and then we outspeed the Togetic as well. Earthquake, Iron Head, Toxic, and Rapid Spin. Earthquake is just really nice to throw off if it's not an immunity, because he doesn't really have any non-immunities that want to take that too well. Iron Head is nice to hit those additional Pokemon that may want to come in. Toxic is nice for wearing down threats that may want to switch in, something like Centiskorch being a little bulkier to want to take those hits. Togetic, Runerigus as well. And then Rapid Spin is really nice just to help out with any hazards. He does have some really reliable hazard setters, so if we can spin those away, that's pretty nice. Nothing too crazy to say there. Inside Sand, of course, we outspeed his entire team, as well as some potential Scarfers, but something like Scarf Zeraora or Scarf Noivern with those insane speed tiers can potentially outspeed us. Next Pokemon we are bringing on the team, we have Chromastone the Gigalith. He's rocking his Smooth Rock with its Sandstream ability. Toxic, Rock Blast, Body Press, and Throat Chop, 228 EVs in HP, 164 in defense, 116 in special defense with an adamant nature. Now, it seems kind of weird because we have no attack investment, but we're running the adamant nature here. I know it seems weird, so bear with me for just a second. The spread that we are rocking this week, we are 3-hit KO'd again by Noivern. It also helps out with some of the physical threats. We've got a lot of physical defense, like a physical offense. What am I trying to say here? We've got a lot of physical defensive investment to kind of help out alongside our 130 base defense. Toxic, again, very nice to throw off on some of his team. Rock Blast is really good just to kind of wear down Pokemon that are weak to it. Togetic, Rotom Frost, Centiskorch, Noivern. Body Press is nice to help out against Pokemon like the Diggersby or the Copperajah. And then Throat Chop is just a neutral way to help out with the Runerigus there. We didn't need any sort of beneficial nature to kind of hit the stats that I wanted to. So Adamant just helps us take advantage of our 135 base attack. We have the Smooth Rock to make sure we have 8 turns of sand as opposed to 5. So Excadrill can potentially clean up late game. Nothing too crazy to say about that. Last Pokemon on the team, we've got a little bit of speed control, and by that I mean we have Zoomies, the Accelgor. He's rocking his heavy duty boots with the sticky hold ability. Bug Buzz, Energy Ball, Focus Blast, and U-Turn, 252 EVs in special attack, 4 in special defense, 252 in speed with a timid nature. With this, we are outspeeding his entire team, including Zeraora, which is fantastic. Bug Buzz is really good to spam off against his team. It hits Zeraora, it hits Slowbro, it hits Roserade, it hits everything else. Energy Ball is nice because it does help out with the Diggersby. And then Focus Blast and I have a history. So Focus Blast was really our only good way to hit Pokemon like Copperajah and Scrafty. So we're bringing Focus Blast this week. We're going to see how it does. But hopefully we don't get put in a position where we need to hit some Focus Blast. But we'll see. And then U-Turn is just there to kind of pivot out in case we do threaten anything out. Like Slowbro, like a non-Scarf Diggersby, things of that nature. We're really fast. 216 speed. I mean, it's pretty fast. That's why he's Zoomies. So I don't think that's anything too crazy to say there. We've got a little bit of special offense. We've got some really fast... it's a really fast Pokemon, and we hit pretty much everything neutrally in some aspect. At the very least, we can potentially also use this as a late game cleaner if everything's kind of worn down and toxic. We've got coverage to handle the majority of his team. So that's going to be our team this week. Let me know what you guys thought of the team builder in the comment section down below. I'm going to cut to where we connect, and I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today with week number 3 of the UBL. The Detroit Stillwings are taking on Vepsis and the Helsinki Hydreigons. I'm super excited for this matchup. I'm nervous. I'm excited. It's always going to be a fun one. Vepsis is an insane player. Definitely check out the link to his channel in the description if you guys like competitive Pokemon content. One of the best around. If you guys missed the team builder, you guys see the 6 that I'm bringing right below me. Druddigon, Grimmsnarl, Tangela, Excadrill, Gigalith, the Gigalith. And Accelgor. You guys see the 6 that I expect my opponent to bring: Zeraora, Slowbro, Runerigus, Noivern, Diggersby, and Roserade. Super excited. And leave a like if you guys are as well. Subscribe if you guys like Draft League content. I am going to cut to team preview, and we'll be right back. All right, so we got 5 of the 6 right, and we actually don't see Noivern. So I'm a little bit better about that. I feel a little bit better about that, mainly because it looks like we'll be able to trade rocks this matchup. I like Druddigon as a lead. I also like Grimmsnarl as a lead in case he leads off with his own rocks. We can also get some frisking out of the way there to figure out what he wants to do. I don't think... How do I want to play this? I think let's lead Druddigon still. We can take a lot of hits from his team. We can take a lot of hits from his team. We can get an early glare off. We can taunt his potential rocker. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for that. And yeah, no, super excited to have this matchup here. No Noivern is nice because he doesn't have frisking. Let me just make sure I've got a lot of information here. Centiskorch, more than likely Flame Body, I'd assume. And then Roserade, we're going to have to figure out what that is. So my opponent is going to lead off with Nova, which is the... Centiskorch here. Okay. I've got no problem with that. Centiskorch is faster than me and can get like a Will-O-Wisp or something along those lines off. I am just going to toss off a Glare here for some speed control. If he wants to Fire Lash me or do something like that, he has Will-O-Wisp. Okay. I'm 100% okay with that. We'll trade statuses this turn. We'll We'll trade statuses, and then I will go on ahead and get my rocks up this turn here. So maybe a more utility use of Centiskorch. It does do well against Pokemon like the Tangela, so tossing off Will-O-Wisps is also really nice. He's going to withdraw and go out into Sean, which is the Slowbro here. Okay. We're just gonna go on ahead and get our rocks up. I don't know if I want to glare this thing or how I want to go about that, but we do have our rocks. I feel like if anything, he'd go for an Ice Beam. He could just also go for a Teleport here. How do I want to play this? Let's toss off a glare on this thing as well. And he does have the Teleport on the Slowbro. Okay, that's fine. That is fine by me. We've got Slowbro and Centiskorch both paralyzed. So right now, Druddigon's doing what it needed to do, is click glare against a few things. I'm okay with that. And he goes down to King Ramses, which is going to be the Runerigus here. Okay. I feel comfortable just going for a taunt. He's going to take some rocks damage. I'm just going to go for a taunt and then see what he wants to do from there. If he's got body press or something like that, he'll obviously take some big boy damage. I love, oh, Poltergeist. Okay. So I'm going to be attacked by my Rocky Helmet. Is that a physical contact move? I feel like it should be. Oh, it's not. Okay, so he's not going to take any damage from that. Okay. No worries there. I'll Dragon Claw for some chip damage. Why not? Druddigon's doing its thing right now. I'm really happy with how that went around there. We're going to get the... oh, now this thing has rough skin. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. There's another Poltergeist. That's fine. We'll get attacked by a Rocky Helmet. This might knock me out here. Paired with Burn. Oh, we're going to be in another time. Okay, so... truthfully, I don't mind just going for a glare here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and glare. We can bring in like Tangela or something to Giga Drain afterwards. We can knock off as well. So we've got 3 of his slower Pokemon paralyzed, which is good for us in a sense. And he has used 3 Poltergeists, so he only has 5 left. And then Druddigon is putting in a ton of utility work there. Runerigus KOs Druddigon. And then as far as it goes, what's my best play here? Probably Tangela. Tangela for a Giga Drain could do some cool damage. Knockoff would also be really nice on maybe like Centiskorch wanting to switch in. Let's go on to Tangela here. Leech Seed also goes a long way. If he makes the aggressive play in a Roserade, though, I think a knockoff could be better. I don't want to get Toxic as the thing also. Knocking off whatever item could be pretty cool. Let's go for a knockoff. I feel like it's a safe play. I'll take some rough skin damage after the wandering spirit trade. But I think knockoff could be fine. I think knockoff could be a-okay there. And he withdraws, so we're gonna be able to get some damage off on something here. Axel Rose. Okay, so knockoff was a pretty good mid-ground play there. Roserade's gonna take some damage. And we knocked off the AV. Okay, so Roserade was AV, no longer. Let's go on ahead and go out. Sludge Bomb's gonna come off here, I would expect. Let's go on ahead and go out into Excadrill. Is that the play? Here? Let's go on ahead and go out into Excadrill. You could go for a Giga Drain, but we'll see what he wants to do here. We're a little bit on the defensive back foot, but... Sludge Bomb. Okay. I've got no trouble with that. And then Iron Head is probably... no, Earthquake's probably my best way to hit this. Let's go ahead and go for an Earthquake. See what he wants to go out into here. Goes back out into Sean, which is the Slowbro. So Slowbro is going to take some rocks damage. A little bit of Earthquake here as well, as goes a long way. And he can pretty freely just toss off a Scald here. So what I want to do is go back out into Tangela here. He can just teleport. But if we go back out into Tangela, we've shown our hand that Excadrill is our switch in here. So I'm curious how much Tangela actually takes from a Roserade with our Eviolite. Sludge Bomb does knock us out, so we need to be careful about that. And he just doubles. He doesn't even bother going for the teleport in case of the full pair. And he goes back out to Accelrose here. Okay. Roserade's going to get worn down pretty candidly, I would say. Let's go on ahead. We've shown our hand. I don't know if he'd predict that this time around. We've already lost Druddigon, so I don't know if I want to do that. Let's go out into Gigalith here, and let's get some sand up so we can start getting some chip off on some other players. If he goes for the Giga Drain, I mean, he made that play. We'll get our sand stream up here to kind of help out with things. He goes for the Giga Drain. Okay. A lot of damage there. A lot of damage. So he's going to get back a lot of that HP. And then we're in a little bit of a situation here. So what I will do now... Let's go out into Grimmsnarl here. We've got our AV. He goes for another Giga Drain. So we can actually take a Sludge Bomb pretty nicely. That Giga Drain does a lot of damage. That Giga Drain does a lot of damage. We are in range of a modest Sludge Bomb, which I'm not the world's biggest fan of. So what I want to do is kind of bait that and go on to Excadrill here. And our Frisk didn't go off, so he might still think I'm Prankster. Oh, and he just keeps going for Giga Drain. Mad lad. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We could have gotten some good Ice Punch damage off there, but it is what it is. Let's go on ahead. Last time he kept this thing around and went out into Slowbro. Last time he kept this thing around, went to Slowbro. Let's go out into Accelgor here. He withdraws. Okay, good. He withdraws and goes back out into Sean. Fine by me. Now, I don't think this thing wants to take a Bug Buzz. What I will do here is just U-turn. Whatever wants to come in. Which is going to be the Centiskorch. Okay. The Centiskorch does have the heavy duty boots. And what I want to do here is go out into Gigalith and click Rock Blast. I think that's going to be our play here. It'll be good damage on this. It'll be good damage on the Runerigus as well. We can throat chop the Runerigus if it decides to come in. Goes out into Sean. Okay, so this thing is going to take rocks damage, and then it's going to take rock blast damage. We can also throat chop for some decent damage. Could get full paired. He just teleports. Okay. That's fine. Probably brings in Roserade here. Roserade's a little bit of a problem. Oh, he's bringing in Diggersby now. Okay. So I don't have a ground immunity on my team, but I've got a Tangela. I've got a Tangela here that I can switch into. Let's see what Diggersby wants to go for. Just goes for U-turn. Okay. That'll be some... Oh, big boy damage. Big boy damage. He's got such a bulky team. We got to break through that a little bit better. I don't think he'll Sludge Bomb here. I do not think that he will Sludge Bomb here. So I'm going to go for my own Sludge Bomb. He does Sludge Bomb. Oh, man. Okay. Roserade KOs Tangela. Oh, man. Great play. Great play. Okay. So I'm going to go out into Accelgor here and toss off a Bug Buzz. I want to get some damage off on this thing. And other Pokemon. Let's go ahead and go for that. He withdraws, goes out into probably Centiskorch. Yep, there's the Centiskorch. All right, that's not going to be doing too much damage at all there. Will-O-Wisp is pretty free for him. Let's go on to Gigalith and set the sand. And then we know that Slowbro will want to come in here after this. He does get fully paralyzed, so with Slowbro wanting to come in, I could just double Throat Chop here. I could go for some Rock Blast rolls. Slowbro wanting to come in. Let's go out hard into Grimmsnarl here. Let's go hard out into Grimmsnarl. Let's toss off a Darkest Lariat at something. And it looks like Slowbro is also Boots. Let's get a big hit off here. He can go right back out into Centiskorch if he wants to, if he's got that Flame Body. It's probably his play. All right, and we get no burn. Fine by me. I'm gonna go for another one here. And we're gonna be able to knock out. There's the Flame Body. That's what I was waiting on. All right, so Grimmsnarl KOs Centiskorch. Not a 6-0. All right. We're definitely in Sludge Bomb range now, which is unfortunate. I think we need to keep getting damage off on Roserade if it comes in. Goes on a Vicey, which is the Diggersby here. I'm just going to go for an Ice Punch. I don't want him to be like a setup set. There's the Earthquake, so that should knock us out. Diggersby KOs Grimmsnarl. I could... So this outspeeds Scarf Diggersby. Let's go out into Accelgor here. Let's go out into Accelgor and let's go for an Energy Ball here. Centiskorch being gone means Accelgor puts in just a little bit more work now. So he withdraws, goes out into what? Roserade? King Ramses. Okay, so we're gonna be able to 2-hit KO this thing hopefully with Energy Ball. Oh, that is so thick, man. That is so thick. Let's just U-turn here. He withdraws. Okay. He withdraws and goes out to Axel Rose. Okay, that's fine by me. Axel Rose is going to take some U-turn damage. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Let's go on ahead and take this opportunity and go out into Excadrill. And sand is still around, so an earthquake would knock this thing out. Slowbro is still a good pivot for him to go for, so I'm gonna go right back out into Accelgor. Zero Aura is still alive too, as he goes out into Sean. Okay, so I think a Bug Buzz is pretty free to toss off for some good damage here. He could stay in. Let's just Bug Buzz. Let's just Bug Buzz. Let's get some damage off on this thing. We need to keep breaking down this Slowbro. Because I think if he goes back out into Runerigus again, a combination of Bug Buzz, Rocks, and another Energy Ball will knock it out. Oh, Roserade. Okay. So I think we'll be able to knock out Roserade here with the Bug Buzz. Awesome. Accelgor KOs Roserade. Let me make sure I'm keeping track here. Scorch and Roserade are both gone. We're faster than Diggersby. Slowbro and Runerigus are both paralyzed. Okay. What does he want to go out into now? Goes out into Vegito. There we go. There's that Zero Aura. All right, and he takes boots. He takes rocks damage. So let's go back out into. I don't have my Tangela anymore to help out with hits. So let's go into Gigalith here to get sand back up for some more chip damage on everything. So he goes for Plasma Fist. Okay. Plasma Fist will do some pretty big damage to us. We'll get some damage there. I don't know if I want to like make the play and go on Excadrill right now. So what I will do here is just go for a Throat Chop in case he wants to keep this around and pivots into Slowbro. He just knocked me out with Plasma Fist. Okay. Zera KOs Gigalith. Now, Accelgor may do some good damage here. Zero Aura. Bug Buzz is doing 47 to 57. That's not in range of that. Excadrill to Zero Aura with maybe like a Shuckaberry. 66 to 79. We need a high roll. We need a high roll if he's not. We need a high roll if he's not. Let's go on ahead. I'm gonna go back out into Accelgor here because he'd stay in if he's Shuka, right? Or if he's Scarf, he'd switch. Let's see what he does here. Close combat, so he's Shuka. Okay. That is 100% like a Shuckaberry Zero Aura there. And we are faster. I will go on ahead and just Bug Buzz here. We know that Accelgor is faster than Zeraora too. Goes down to King Ramses. Bug Buzz into Rocks into Energy Ball should knock this thing out. I believe. Let's go ahead and Energy Ball here. Oh, barely. Full para. Shadow Claw. Oh, that's going to knock me out. All right. Runerigus. I can't break Slowbro now. Rune KOs Accelgor. All right. I need Excadrill to finish this up. I need Excadrill to finish this up, please. Excadrill KOs Rune. Ah, that Energy Ball. Ah. Shadow Claw was a good play. I should have switched back out into Excadrill there. It is what it is. It is what it is. We're faster also than Diggersby in sand. So we just need to hope for some good rolls and some luck our way here, and we might be able to pull this out. I think that Zeraora, depending on the set, once it's in range with Shoko, we should be able to knock it out. Goes down to Sean. Okay. The Slowbro's full health. We need some good luck on our side, but I think he wins this. All right. 4-hit KO. There's Scald. He wins. All right. Slowbro KOs Excadrill. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a 3-0 to the Helsinki Hydreigons. That was a hell of a match. I had a lot of fun, man. GG's to Vepsis. Great match. Great player. Loved the team. Loved the sets. I think we had a really fun one this week. I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's matchup. If you guys have, show some love on that like button down below. Of course, if you guys are new, feel free to subscribe for more so you don't miss out on next week's matches. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Later.